Welcome to Active Health 360. Your journey to a healthier, happier life starts here. Have you ever paused, just for a moment, to consider how the smallest choices, those quiet, everyday decisions, might be silently shaping your future? Imagine the rhythm of an ordinary morning. You wake up groggy, craving that caffeine jolt, and reach for a coffee, poured generously and sweetened even more. Breakfast? Maybe tomorrow. Lunch comes and goes, replaced by a quick fix, greasy fast food eaten hurriedly between emails. The hours blur together on a screen, movement limited to the tap of a keyboard, and by evening, exhaustion leads you to soda, snacks, or perhaps a late-night meal in front of another glowing device. This isn't just a fleeting routine. For millions across America, it's a daily reality. And behind the comfort of these habits, a silent crisis grows, a ticking time bomb, threatening not just our health, but our lives. Right now, more than 37 million Americans live with diabetes, and a staggering 96 million more have prediabetes, many without any clue. That's 1 out of every 3 adults, each carrying a risk, often invisible, but no less real. The most sobering part? For the vast majority, this risk is born not of chance, but of choice. It's our lifestyle, our patterns, our culture, quietly but relentlessly pushing us toward the edge. Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Diabetes isn't just one more disease to be listed in a medical chart or mentioned in a pharmaceutical commercial. It's a leading cause of death and disability in the United States, responsible for more heart attacks, kidney failures, vision loss, nerve damage, amputations, and even cognitive decline than most people realize. While family history and genetics do play a role, the real drivers are found much closer to home. In our kitchens, our grocery carts, our daily routines. How did we get here? The answer is woven into the very fabric of American life. The past few decades have seen an explosion of fast food culture, sugar-laden drinks, sedentary jobs, and chronic stress. Together, they form a perfect storm, fueling an epidemic that costs the nation over $400 billion every year, more than the entire defense budget. But behind these staggering numbers are personal stories. Parents struggling to keep up with their children, workers worn down by fatigue. Easy. Grandparents facing the prospect of losing their independence, and young people receiving diagnoses once reserved for older generations. The roots of the crisis run deep, anchored in habits that feel so normal, so routine, that we rarely question them. The American diet is the first culprit. On average, we consume about 17 teaspoons of added sugar each day, almost triple the recommended limit. Sugar hides in plain sight, not just in sodas or energy drinks, but in flavored coffees, bread, condiments, and even salad dressings. And then there are the ultra-processed foods: chips, frozen dinners, fast food burgers, pizzas, fried chicken, packed with unhealthy fats, refined carbohydrates, and sodium. These foods don't just fill us up. They spike blood sugar, trigger cravings, and lead to weight gain. This standard American diet, aptly abbreviated as SAD, is fueling insulin resistance, the root cause of type 2 diabetes. Soda deserves a spotlight of its own. Americans drink an average of 38 gallons of sugary beverages every year, enough to fill a bathtub for each person. Every can of soda contains about 40 grams of sugar, overwhelming the body's ability to process it. Research shows that just one sugary drink a day increases your risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 25%. Yet, these drinks remain a staple, marketed as a normal, even essential part of daily life. Portion sizes compound the problem. In American restaurants, servings are often gigantic compared to those in other countries. A single meal can contain more calories than your body needs in an entire day. Overeating, especially late at night, forces the body into overdrive, producing insulin over and over again. Eventually, the cells stop responding, paving the way for insulin resistance. But it's not just what we eat, it's how we live. The modern American lifestyle is built around sitting. We drive to work, sit at desks, drive home, and collapse on the couch. The CDC reports that only 1 in 4 adults gets enough physical activity. Without movement, our bodies become less efficient at burning glucose, muscles lose sensitivity to insulin, and fat builds up around vital organs, all increasing the risk of diabetes. Stress is another invisible force. It's not just a feeling, it's a chemical reaction. Chronic stress from work, bills, or personal relationships triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that raises blood sugar in preparation for fight or flight. When stress becomes a constant companion, blood sugar remains elevated, overworking the pancreas and setting the stage for insulin resistance. Sleep is sacrificed in the name of productivity. Bragging about getting just 5 hours of sleep a night is almost a badge of honor. But sleep deprivation wreaks havoc on metabolism. Studies show that getting less than 6 hours of sleep doubles your risk of type 2 diabetes. Poor sleep disrupts hunger hormones, leading to overeating and weight gain. And then there's the obesity epidemic. Nearly 42% of American adults are classified as obese, and about 90% of people with type 2 diabetes carry excess weight. Fat, especially around the belly, fuels inflammation and insulin resistance, driving the numbers ever higher. These habits, so ordinary, so widespread, are quietly, relentlessly pushing millions of Americans toward diabetes. But the danger isn't always obvious. Many people don't realize they're at risk until it's too late. Yet, the body often sends warning signals: constant thirst and frequent urination, unexplained fatigue, slow healing wounds, blurred vision, numbness or tingling in the hands and feet, sudden weight changes, and frequent infections. These are all signs that something is wrong, that silent damage is progressing beneath the surface. Ignoring these warnings can allow complications to take root before you ever feel sick. The real dangers of unmanaged diabetes are profound. Some believe it's a manageable condition, that medication will be enough. But the reality is far more dire. People with diabetes are twice as likely to suffer heart attacks or strokes. Diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney failure and dialysis in America. It's the leading cause of adult vision loss, and nerve damage can lead to pain, numbness, and even amputations. There's also a strong connection to Alzheimer's disease. Some researchers now refer to it as type 3 diabetes because of its link to insulin resistance in the brain. This isn't just about a little extra sugar. It's about life, death, and the quality of your years. But there is hope. The good news is that type 2 diabetes is largely preventable and, in its early stages, even reversible. Small changes, made consistently, can have a massive impact. Start with your diet. Cut back on added sugars and refined carbs. Replace soda with water, sparkling water, or unsweetened tea. Focus on whole foods, vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, nuts, and whole grains. Cooking at home gives you control over portion sizes and ingredients. Practice mindful eating. Slow down, savor each bite, and listen to your body's signals of fullness. Movement is medicine. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise each week: walking, biking, swimming, or dancing. Incorporate strength training 2 or 3 times a week, as muscle is particularly effective at burning glucose. Break up long periods of sitting with short walks or stretches every hour. Prioritize sleep. Strive for 7 to 9 hours of quality rest each night with a consistent bedtime. Limit screen time before bed and create a calming nighttime routine. Good sleep supports healthy metabolism and hormone balance. Manage stress. Meditation, journaling, deep breathing, and time spent in nature can help lower cortisol levels. Build supportive relationships. Don't try to handle everything alone. Connection is a powerful antidote to stress. Regular health screenings are essential. Get your blood sugar checked at least once a year. Know your A1C level. It's a report card for your blood sugar control. Catching prediabetes early can prevent full-blown diabetes and all its complications. Real change comes from real people. Across America, countless individuals have reversed their risk. Stories abound of people who lost 30 pounds, quit soda, started daily walks, and saw their blood sugar return to normal. Some were able to stop medication entirely, simply by changing their daily habits. The truth is, You don't need a perfect diet or hours at the gym. What matters is consistency, realism, and a willingness to start where you are. So, as you reflect on your own life, ask yourself honestly, are your daily choices putting you at risk? Every soda, every skipped workout, every late-night snack adds up. But here's the empowering part. So do the good choices. Every healthy meal, every walk, every extra hour of sleep, they all add up too. If you've found yourself thinking about your own habits, don't stop here. Take action today. Swap soda for water, take a 20-minute walk, prepare a simple meal at home, go to bed a little earlier. The impact of these changes will ripple through your life, adding not just years, but vibrancy and energy to every day. Share what you've learned. Talk to friends and family. Encourage those around you to make small changes. Together, we can raise awareness and fight back against the diabetes epidemic in America. Remember, health isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Every choice matters, every step counts, and the journey to a healthier, happier future starts now. Thanks for watching Active Health 360. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more healthy living tips.